Evolve your game and get a $100 bonus. Sign up now at tvg.com.
Before California Chrome made it to the barn of Art and Alan Sherman, and well before he ever made it to a paddock to be saddled for a race, Chrome spent the first 2 years of his life at Harris Farms. The main farm is located by Coalinga, California, in the San Joaquin Valley that has been drained of any color due to the drought. However, this 140,000-acre ranch is where California Chrome was foaled and spent the first 12 months of his life, with his mother, Loved the Chase, roaming the fields like his youngest full sister is currently doing today. And just down the road from the field is the Harris Farms Stallion Barn. Outside the Stallion Barn, you can find California Chrome stallion Lucky Pulpit, who just completed covering 124 mares this breeding season. Once a yearling, California Chrome went over to the River Ranch Farm just east of Fresno. This is where he developed in the pastures with his buddies, running around with other yearlings and learning to grow into his sprouting body, just like his yearling full sister is currently doing. In November of 2012, California Chrome went back to the main farm to be broke and to learn to become a racehorse. It is where they learn everything from having a rider on their back, galloping and breezing on the training track, cooling out and being bathed. At this stage, anything new can spook them like a camera and a tripod did on this morning of training.
On the farm, you always do all the young horses, do all the breaking, starting them, and so you deal with a lot of horses that don't know nothing. At the farms, we try to, start them and teach them everything they need to know before they go to the track.
Per Antonsen, a native of Denmark, has been the trainer at Harris Farms for 33 years. He's worked with Soviet Problem and two-time Breeders' Cup Classic champion Tisnow. The thing Antonsen remembers about California Chrome is that he never missed a day of training.
California Chrome came into my side of the training barn, as a yearling to get started, and right off the bat, he was a nice horse to work with. He's very smart and just progressive very nicely. He's done it before. He just went out there and enjoyed himself and progressed very quickly. As far as he's so precocious, he's a very smart horse. And I said, at that time, he was very athletic, and I started really liking him a lot. That's what I noticed, hey, he's going to be a pretty nice horse. You never know how good they're going to be, but he looked like he's going to be a nice horse, and I used to tell the owners, they're going to have a lot of fun with this one.
When California Chrome steps in the gate trying to become the first Triple Crown winner in 36 years, his baby sister and mom, his yearling sister, and dad will be walking around the farm responsible for his early development. And all the Harris Farms workers who had a hand in his development will be gathered around the same television that they watched and cheered California Chrome home in the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown.
You try for that all your life, and that's very exciting for everybody because there's so many people involved, my assistant Lisa and the grooms and the riders who all work at the training barn and everybody on the farm. It's a team effort.